Hey guys, you're watching Boogie Plays Games, or sometimes Boogie Plays Games, and today I just got done playing the game Magic the Gathering. I just went to a pre-release at Kaladesh. Now, I already opened my pre-release kit and played with it. I went 3-0-1, which resulted in me winning these packs. And we're going to open these packs today, and then we're going to open this pre-release kit as well. I'm going to use my usual camera here so you'll be able to see it pretty well. Hopefully it's focused well. There we go. As per usual, look at the art on this. Just what an incredible set. This is a Chandra's home plane. And this set, if you are unfamiliar with Expeditions, has... this starting with the set going forward, there is some super hype to be had. Because 1 out of every 144 packs of this set will have a very rare, very special, very difficult to find, and sometimes, in some cases, very valuable reprint of some previous Magic the Gathering cards that have existed. This time, the last time they did Expeditions, it was about lands. This time it's about artifacts. I think they're calling them inventions or something to that effect. Here's our D20. Spin down. I got the black one. I got the red one at my pre-release. Here's our preview card for this kit. I wonder, since I always get 2 kits, I always wonder if my kit that I take home will be better than the one that I played with in my pre-release. But going 3-0-1, I can't argue with that. Deadlock Trap is our promo. This is interesting. Deadlock Trap enters the battlefield tapped. When Deadlock Trap enters the battlefield, you get 2 energy counters. I used Pokemon energy as my energy counters tonight, and everybody thought it was super cute. Tap and pay in 1 energy. Tap target creature or planeswalker. Its active abilities can't be activated this turn. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. You're getting 2 taps out of this. I mean, it's probably going to be really good in the standard environment. I don't think it's going to be much good for much else. Also, you get this little papercraft thopter you can put together. That's super cool. I love that. And the box itself this time is pretty cool. And I'll show you, they even put, if you want to use this as a deck box, you kind of can, including having a little treasure chest to keep your dice in if you want to. So, pretty cool. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 packs from the kit, and then my 4 prize packs. Now, if you've been only watching my Pokemon unboxings, and you're new to watching me unbox Magic, you'll know that, you may not know that we don't even really show off the commons or uncommons for Magic the Gathering. And the reason being is because the commons and uncommons in Magic pretty much are not that great. But this time only, I will do it for at least this first pack. Acrobatic Maneuver, Nimble Innovator, Spontaneous Artist, Built to Last. This is a good combat trick in Limited. Wily Bandar, Prakata Club Security, Windrake, the classic Windrake, Accomplished Automaton, very expensive there, but Fabricate 1 weird. Foundry Screecher. Now those are the 10 commons. Pretty boring stuff for the most part for Magic. In uncommons, here we have Essence Extraction. Deals 3 damage to target creature and you gain 3 life. This is a decent card. Creeping Mold, one of my favorite cards ever printed in green. Wonderful card. Glimmer of Genius. Those are our 3 uncommons. Sometimes they're worth looking at, especially when they're valuable uncommons in a set. Here is our rare. Our rare is Captured by the Consulate. 4 cast a cost enchantment. Enchant creature you do not control. Enchanted creature cannot attack. When an opponent casts a spell, if it has a single target, change the target to enchanted creature if able. I had this in today. I don't know why this wouldn't be uncommon, honestly. I don't know how this got bumped up to rare. I had this in my sealed pool, and it worked okay. Forced my opponent to blow up his own stuff. There is a very nice hit. There is the Scrap Heap Scrounger. Now look at this card. 2 casting cost, 3/2 artifact creature construct. That alone is just very, very pushed. That's very pushed. This is an artifact heavy set. You don't see a lot of 2 casting cost 3/2s in Magic ever, but as an artifact, very rare. Then for a black, it cannot block, so it has a drawback, but black and 1, exile another creature card from your graveyard, return this from the graveyard to your battlefield. One of my opponents had this tonight, and he just devastated with me. It was just insane. It was so hard. That's the guy I drew with, and then we have a Swamp. So 2 rares out of that pack. Not bad. I would have definitely liked to have had that pack in a limited card pool. So here's the next card from that pool. And I think with this, we will just go ahead. There's a cool Construct token. Very nice. I think with this, we will just go ahead and go right to the back. So here we go. An island. Our rare is a vehicle. Yes. This is either you love or hate this in Magic. I love it, though. Forecasting costs 5/3, trample, haste. When Fleetweed Cruiser enters the battlefield, it becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. So this is the best of the vehicles. It can drive itself. It's a Google self-automated driving car. I love this guy. But then for the rest of the time you ever want to animate it, you got to have a crew of 2 that says tap any number of creatures you control with total power 2 or more. This vehicle becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. Let me tell you something. This is a powerful ability, especially in limited. So very cool stuff. And I think everything else in here is going to be uncommon. So as a sealed pool, we're doing pretty good. 2 artifacts, which means you could play whichever colors you wanted. I tend to play 2 colors in sealed, and having artifact rares means they're going to go in almost any deck. I think obviously you would probably splash black at the very least for the Gear Hulk there, or that one guy we got. There's a Plains. There is a foil, another foil. Malfunction, enchantment, aura, enchant artifact or creature. When this enters the battlefield, tap enchant a permanent. A permanent does not untap. That'd be a decent limited card. Our rare is Syndicated Trafficker. 2 casting cost 3/1. That's decent right there. 1 and tap, or 1 mana, sacrifice an artifact, put a +1/+1 counter on this. It gains indestructible until end of turn. I don't know. I mean, that could go in some sort of aggro build for sure. Don't really know. And then everything else is uncommon or common. Sealed pool's looking real good. It makes you really want to play black, for sure. This would probably have been so much better than my actual sealed pool. There's another Servo Token. A lot of cards that make servos with Fabricate, and then there's a 2 casting cost 1/1 that just makes 2 servos. Love that card. Ooh, here's a good rare. Depala, Pilot Exemplar. Dwarves are back. I love dwarves. I'm so glad dwarves are back in Magic. That makes me very happy. So she's a 3/3 for 3. Red and white and 1. Other dwarves you control get +1/+1. Dwarf tribal, anybody? Yeah. I love it. Each vehicle you control gets +1/+1 as long as it's a creature. And whenever she becomes tapped, you may pay X. If you do, reveal the top X cards of your library. Put all dwarf and vehicle cards from among them into your hand, and then put the rest of them on the bottom of your library in any order. Yes, that's right. We have dwarves driving cars. That is what Kaladesh has done to Magic. It's got trains. It's got thopters. It's got dwarves I will tell you that as far as flavor, can you taste the flavor of this set? It is just dripping with flavor. It's so incredible. Here is another construct. This is a construct token. Interesting. All right, here we go. Mountain. And our rare is Architect of the Untamed. 1 green and 2 colors for a 2/3. When a land enters the battlefield under your control, you get an energy. Pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 energy. Or is that 6 energy? Gosh, it's hard to tell. 7 energy? I don't know. Create a 6/6 colorless beast artifact creature token. I don't know. I really don't know. There's an uncommon. Okay. But as a sealed pool goes, I think I would very much like to play green-white with a sealed pool, provided the commons and the uncommons agreed. There is another construct token. Don't know what card makes that. Maybe we'll pull it. There's a basic swamp. Nice! There we go. Mythic rare. One of the better ones. Now, if you guys are not familiar with Magic, probably you are if you're watching this, but there is the Titan Cycle. This is a powered down Titan Cycle, but I don't know if it's powered down enough because 5 casting costs 4/5 vigilance. Pretty damn good. Artifact creature construct. Very well costed. When this enters the battlefield, each player chooses an artifact, a creature, an enchantment, and a planeswalker from among the non-land permanents they control, then sacrifices the rest. Wow. Seriously. Wow. Get into that, man. Okay, we're definitely playing white. If we were building the sealed pool, we would definitely play white. Holy moly. Definitely want to play the Gear Hulk and then play those black cards as well. Very nice to have this card. I should sleeve that immediately, but we're not. We don't have sleeves available right now. Jeez. Okay, that was great. That was a great sealed pool. I would have loved to have played that one. It was much better than the sealed pool that I went 3-0-1 with. That said, let's look at what those prize packs were. Here we go. We got 4 prize packs to go through. God, I love everything about this set. Look at the color. Look at the art. Look at Chandra there. She's amazing. She's just so amazing. One of my friends is working on a Chandra cosplay. Actually, I'm really excited to see what she does with it. Okay, here we go. There's a island. There is a foil, Terror of the Fairgrounds. Little gremlin. There's gremlins in this set. I love gremlins. I loved them when they were in Antiquities. I love them now. Here is our rare. It's another gremlin. Territorial Gorger. Forecast to cost 2/2. Trample. Whenever you get one or more energy, Territorial Gorger gets +2/+2 till end of turn. I cost him at 3. I mean, if you wanted him to be pushed, you'd put him at 2/2. The problem is you can't, because a lot of things give at least 2 energy. Very few things only give 1 energy. So whenever you get 1 or more energy, so I think you can only get pumped once per card, not for each energy. At that point, I think you should have costed him at much cheaper. Not that great. Not that great. But hey, it's a prize card, so it was free. These prize packs are free. You know, I got to keep what I bought to play with, and then, hey, I won free stuff. Here we go. There's an island. Oh, cool island. Wow, what a cool island. Man, that is super cool. Okay, here we go. And our rare is Ovia Pashira, Sage Lifecrafter. 1 cast cost 1/2. Already got my attention. 3 mana and tapper. Create a 1/1 color servo artifact creature token. 5 mana and tapper. Create an XS colorless construct. Well, we answered the question. What makes construct tokens is her. Create an XX colorless construct artifact creature token where X is the number of creatures you control. I don't know. I mean, I could see her in some sort of build. She's very similar to... Oh, she is legendary as well. So since she's legendary, she could be a commander. And I think she might actually be. Decent cost on her. Riss, I think, is another creature that very, very similar to that. That does something very, very similar. Doesn't make artifact, makes elves, I believe. And, I mean, that sees plays in Commander, so maybe she will as well. There is a Servo Token. Lots of different arts for the Servo Tokens this time. It's so embarrassing. Wizards of the Coast made these cards that need energy tokens, did not put energy tokens in the set that needed them. Super funny. I think that's super funny. Here we go. Oh, there is a forest. Come on, I think this is our second to last chance at hitting that lottery, so let's hope. Ooh, there we go. Marionette Master. 6 cast to cost 1/3. Oh, but it has Fabricate a 3, so you're going to have to put 3+1/+1 counters on this, or alternatively put 3 servos into play. And then when an artifact you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, target opponent loses life equal to her power. Boy, that's weird. That's a kind of card that really, it's difficult to evaluate, because obviously you'd want to fabricate her into a large power. If she herself was an artifact, that would be really interesting. But I don't think they did that with the creatures in the set. I don't think there's a lot of, I don't know, weird. I don't think she's probably going to be very valuable. I don't know what you would use her for. Was she legendary? If she's legendary, then maybe in Commander you got some way to cycle her in and out of the command zone. All right, last chance at pulling one of these absurdly rare masterwork artifacts. 1 in 144 chance. I mean, come on. I might, if I'm lucky, I'll pull one out of the case that I'll be opening on Twitch stream. I'll be opening some here. I'll be opening a fat pack here. There's always a chance, and that makes it very, very exciting. I wish they were a little more common than that. I really wish they would make them more common than that. But here is another Servo Token. We've seen that art. Here is... Oh, come on. Oh, Forest. Oh, no. Here we go. Come on. Well, no. Well, but it is the Paula, the Pilot Exemplar once again. Love her. Yeah, I definitely want to build that deck. She's probably only $1 or $2 rare. Most of the rares in this set are only a couple of bucks. And the reason being is because with the decision to print these expeditions, they're going to be able to mass print these sets to make it so much more available for people. So people complain, hey, I want Standard to be cheaper, Well, one of the side effects of what they've done here by creating these expeditions in every set, Standard will be cheaper because people will open much more product. They'll have many, many more of the basic rares to sell, even more of the mythics to sell than normal. Prices come down because of that. Standard becomes more accessible. I think it's a good thing. It sucks if you're buying boxes like I am, but I don't buy these boxes for profit or anything else. I buy them because it's just so much fun to open. It's so much fun to play with these cards. It's so much fun to share that with you. You know, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I would really like the rush, though, of getting to open some of these Masterwork artifacts. I sure hope that we do over the next upcoming weeks. Guys, thanks for watching. I love you very much. I'll speak with you again very soon. Had a lot of fun at my pre-release. I hope you went to one. The weekend's still wide open. If you get an opportunity to go, you really should. They're a lot of fun. See you guys.